I tell you, I want to load this engine up in the back of my truck and go dump it in a lake somewhere. What's up, motherfuckers? We're back in the garage. It's engine put-in day. That sounds weird. If you didn't see the last video, had an issue with one of the not head bolts, the intake holes stripping out on the head to put the intake in. So we got a helicoil. You can drill it out and tap it bigger, put a bigger bolt, but there's 12 bolts in that thing, and I didn't want one to be different. So, yeah, so if you guys don't know what a helicoil is, I mean, who doesn't? We'll buy a little pack here. You drill it out to the size they tell you to, then tap it, then you stick one of these little things right here in it with this tool. It's got a little flange at the bottom of it that helps screw it in, and then when you get it to where you need it, you just take a punch in there and knock the little flange out. And there you go. Alright, we got it in there. So, that's going to knock that little pin out of there. And hopefully we should be good. Hopefully I don't end up not being able to torque this down. So, alright, so we're take 2 on this thing. Let's go ahead. Yeah. Like I said in the last video, the first time I decided not to use those plastic gaskets or the rubber gaskets right here. I was afraid of making a mess with the RTV, and what happens? That thing strips out on me. So, yeah, here we go, take 2. All right, headers. I phoned a friend. He had good copper gaskets laying around, so I was buying another set to replace these for him. But these things work great, man. I put them on my other car. With the old engine, smashed them, and then we put the new engine in and used them again. They still seal. Those are pretty good, and they're cheap. So don't get the regular ones, they crumble. All right, got the plate on, got the headers on. Right now, it's ready to go in, but we gotta pull it off there, put the flywheel on, put the clutch on. Right now, cleaning the clutch fork out. I'm gonna clean the inside of that. Of course, replacing the throwout bearing. And yeah, in a few minutes here, after I clean that out, we'll get the clutch fork in here with the new throwout bearing, and we'll be taking that off that. So we gotta get the cherry picker. It's buried in over there. So we gotta get this thing off the blocks. So things escalated. Well, I had a rear main seal, so it's right over there. So we put everything together and figured when we get it off the, stand, we'll go ahead and tap it in. Well, come to find out, 1980 block has an internal 2-piece gasket I had to go get across town. So now we gotta pull that off and put this. I didn't know. I mean, I was thinking it was just like a regular, you just tap it in the back, but apparently not. So
newer ones.
Yeah, 1980 block's different. Didn't know. So we'll get this in, put the pan back on for the 3rd time, and then hopefully get it in the car. So it might just sit there. We might not tighten it down at this point. I'm not entirely sure what that time lapse picked up. It died, so I'd have to look at it to see where it died. But so we put the flywheel on, then we put the clutch on, and as we were putting the clutch on, then we turned around to take the clutch back off. I'll show you, man. I tell you, I want to load this engine up in the back of my truck and go dump it in a fucking lake somewhere. This thing has been a nightmare since the first day I started messing with it, and I have no confidence whatsoever in this fucking engine. It's a piece of shit. I just want to set it on fire. I'm done. I'm done for the day. I don't know. Let me show you what the fuck happened. Oh, here's the flywheel. Really nothing wrong with it. It's practically brand new. I don't have to tell you what that is. Don't know why it did what it did, but it did. And then another one of the threads got all marred up for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. Everything was going in fine, and then it happened. Yeah. Guess I should have built the goddamn 393. Spent the thousands of dollars that we took to do that instead of messing with this.